Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to day number 4 of FUTMAS. Now, today, of course, we have 3 new players that we could go ahead and complete SBCs for. And I figured I'd start the video a little differently to how I have been, because obviously I don't complete all of these SBCs every day. So I wanted to actually still be able to show you the in-game stats of the players, in case that was one of the things you were, aiming to look at and you're not on your console or whatever, So these are the 3 players today. We have Boufal, we have Muriel, and of course, Ander Herrera, who's lost his dynamic image on my console. So I'm sure it will have his number 20, what is he, 22? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But in terms of in-game stats for Herrera, he actually looks really good, in my opinion. I think he'll be a great addition to a Premier League side. 90 stamina, really good aggression and interceptions. He could play a CM or a DM even, and I think he would be good. And then we have Muriel, who actually has pretty beastly card. This is one that I think could be quite a good super sub. 79 stamina though I'm not so big on, but really quick, and well, long shots are a bit dead, but his finishing and shot power are pretty good. He's one that I'm on the fence on. I'm going to be getting myself Herrera today. He's the most expensive of the lot, of course. And then we have Boufal, who is looking like he could be a bit of a beast in the Premier League, He's very weak, but in terms of having good pace, decent, very good dribbling, and then decent shooting boosts there. He's gone up plus 10 in the shooting department, but he's got 34 strength, so that's not great. But those are the players. Let's go on into the SBCs, and I'm going to show you guys how you can go ahead and complete them. So FUTMAS today is these guys, and of course we've done the FUTMAS SBC. So Soufiane Boufal, who plays for Southampton, of course, is a decent looking player, I'm not going to lie, and isn't going to cost you very much really at all. You need at least 4 Premier League players and 1 in-form and an 82 rated overall squad with 80 chem, so you can be really lenient on which players you use, not so lenient even. Just do whatever you want is what I'm trying to say, because 80 chem is, you can have lots of players off the chemistry. So what I have put together for this one today is a back 4 of Premier League players. It just so happens that a lot of the 83s and 82s for everywhere are pretty cheap, so we might as well get them out of the way with the Prem players and then just use a whole bunch of anything for the rest of the squad. So I've got 3 83s in here. I've got an 82 in Nathaniel Klein, and we've also got an 80 rated in James Milner, or James Milner, and then I've moved over to the Bundesliga because I took a little look at my informs in my club, and I wanted to see what I had like low rated, because obviously we need an 82 rated squad, but I'm only going to be using a 76 rated inform. Now what that tells me is that we need to boost the rest of the squad in other areas, hence some of the 83s, but I don't think they're particularly expensive. Might just about cost you over 1,000 coins each, which of course means that's a very good deal. I would need to buy a Bellarabi. I'm not going to get Boufal just because I've got like Sadio Mane, I've got all sorts of goodness already in my Premier League side. However, if he does turn out to literally be about 20k or something throughout the rest of the next 24 hours, then maybe I'll just pick him up. But for right now, I just don't see the point. I don't want him. He doesn't really do it for me because of the stamina and the strength and stuff like that. I don't think he'll really work on FIFA, although his dribbling is good and his pace is good. I just don't see the point. So the rest of this squad is just filled out with Bundesliga players. We've got like an 81, a 79, a 76, and then a couple 82s there to finish things off. So that one wouldn't cost you very much at all, and that is for Boufal. So maybe you Saints fans or just Premier League fans themselves that have like Prem teams, maybe you want a different player out on the wing, then absolutely go for it. Next up we have Luis Muriel. His dynamic image is gone again. I don't know what goes on. Maybe it's just how busy the servers are at this point in the day, but they sort of come and go at their own pleasure. 92 pace, 87 dribbling, 84 shooting. That actually does look pretty good. And right now, this is the squad that I've put together for him. It's mainly just like French league players, because there's quite a lot of relatively high rated, like the 83s and stuff like that. I feel like they've gone a little too expensive with this player, being an 84 overall rated team. But at least we only need 1 in-form, which is good. So at least 3 players from La Liga, so try and keep that to a minimum if you can. and then players from the same nation, max 4. And that is where Monaco has come in for me again here today, using the likes of, well, Monaco and Nice, should I say, using like Fabinho, Falcao, Schneider. Inform Dante is supposedly around like the 25k mark, so that's actually not bad in terms of an inform price, and he's 84 rated, so that one's going to help. And then just La Liga, I haven't thought about Chem at all because you only need 70, and I've gone for Asenjo, Laporte, and then Juan Fran at right back. The rest of the French Ligue 1 team then, where we've got Payet out of position. I just needed an 84 to finish it off. An 83 of any position or whatever wouldn't quite cut it there, because it would take my rating down to an 83 overall. And then in the midfield, like I said, Fabinho, Wesley Schneider, and then Pastore. So 83s, they shouldn't cost you much at all. And then up front, yeah, you're going to pay a little bit for a Di Maria, just over 10k or so. And then, of course, Falcao and Draxler are both 84s, of which are going to hold a price of anywhere between 3 and 5k, or maybe even more than that, depending on like how popular or how in demand they become. So, that one right there, I think is probably going to be between 60 and 90k, something like that. And if so, that's not a bad price for someone like Muriel. He has been given some pretty nice stat boosts, to be fair. And like 87 dribbling, 84 shooting is actually really quite good. And of course, he would link to someone like Ben Yedder. You could play a team in a group stage, Ben Yedder next to them. Might not be a bad shout. Again, I think I'll come back to that one over the next 24 hours. But we still have loads of days left of these. And I don't want to waste all my players in my club on players that I won't use. So, Ander Herrera then, the final one, is the most expensive player today, and you will require an 85 rated side, but it's not going to be anywhere near as expensive as Mkhitaryan was yesterday, so hopefully that might even be an indication that we've been listened to somewhat, saying that it was a bit expensive yesterday. However, of course, you would expect Mkhitaryan to be more expensive than Herrera, even though they play for the same team and are the same rating. Normally, someone more attacking would cost more or be more desirable, right? So for this one, I think it's probably going to run you 100 to 150k. Not too sure on the like exacts just yet, but you need at least 3 Spanish players. And actually, when you're building a high-rated team, it just so happens that Spaniards are the ones to really go for in terms of like high-rated players. So it's not a bad thing to have that as a requirement. Premier League players, minimum 2, and again, Prem players are pretty high rated and have come down in price along with everything else. So again, not a bad set of players to get for requirements there. 1 Team of the Week or Red FUT Champions player. So again, if you've played FUT Champions and you put yourself through the weekend league, let's say maybe you had this guy at right back in red, or someone of the same nature. He might be this month, I'm not too sure. And an 85 overall rated squad. So that's a high rating, not as high as Mkhitaryan's 86 yesterday, and is a lot more manageable in terms of which players you need to buy. So I've gone down the classic Prem route down the left-hand side, and then the La Liga route down the right-hand side, just trying to fit an inform in there. And because the inform is 20k, he's lower rated. However, we have to supplement that by bringing in the likes of an 87 over here, an 86 in Fabregas, but it does allow us to use some 84s. Quite a lot of 84s in the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Morata 6. So more than half the squad is 84 rated, which means that they are like a 4 to 5k purchase, making this actually pretty affordable, I would say. It's not a bad price. It seems like a fair price to pay for such a good player in game. You know, he looks like he could perform pretty well for us. So let's go ahead and unlock ourselves an Ander Herrera here today. 75 pace, 77 shooting, but it's the 85 pace, the 85 dribbling, the 81 defending, and 80 physical that's really going to come into play and help us put good performances in midfield in a Premier League side. So I will go ahead and submit for him. I've decided that that's the player I want today. Ander Herrera is completed. I might go back and do the other ones. Oh, he's number 21, not 22. I probably should have known that. However, yeah, there we go. So a pretty decent looking card. I think a lot of people will probably go ahead and get this one. Obviously, he links to FUTMAS Mkhitaryan if you did him yesterday, of which I didn't. So let's put him into a Prem team and have a quick look at what he looks like in there. We have EPL. I could just go, yeah, stick him into the EPL for now. I've got all sorts of players in weird positions at the moment. So let's go special, Premier League, and oh, I've got Antonio at centre mid. You'll see Christmas Day why I've got Antonio at centre mid. But yeah, Mkhitaryan fits, and Herrera fits in quite nicely in this squad today, and with his 3-star skill, 4-star weak foot, and his high work rates, I'd be happy to play him either at defensive midfield or centre mid, and I think he'll do a good job. 83 attack positioning. Yeah, his shooting might not be the greatest, but great vision, really good passing stats. Dribbling stats are off the chart as well. Defending seems good in the right areas, and good stamina means you're going to have a midfielder working hard for you all game long, and that is what I like to see. So guys, that has been day number 4 of the FUTMAS SBCs. Let me know if you're going to get any or all 3 or whoever you're going to get from today's challenges down below in the comments section. Do me a favour and hit that thumbs up button whilst you're here, and of course don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Thanks for watching guys, I'll catch you next time. Peace.